What's up, you guys? Ross Sapp, managing editor of FightfulMMA.com, where you can get your MMA news, exclusives, interviews, podcasts, videos, and a lot more. We have that UFC 232 live coverage on Saturday night, a live post-show podcast afterwards. We'll have individual fight breakdown videos for you on the channel as well here at youtube.com/FightfulMMABoxing. Go ahead, leave us a thumbs up and subscribe. Going to run down this UFC 232 presser for you. We had the coverage at Fightful MMA on Twitter, as well as FightfulMMA.com. The press conference began a little bit early, and Jones called the situation, John Jones rather, situation around UFC 232 crazy, and said that he's trying to do what he can to make things right for the fighters and fans. Says he's an interesting spot in the UFC because he's a polarizing athlete, and he will be vindicated by USADA and VADA. Gustafsson says that you can't take what Jones says seriously and that Jones will eat it all on fight night, that he is here to fight, and what Jones is saying is bullshit. He believes that Jones is a cheater and has to put stuff in his body to be confident, but that illegal substances won't help Jones this time. Dana White says moving UFC 232 wasn't an easy decision, but you can't make everyone happy, but the UFC did what it could do. He also says that the move to California has cost everybody money. We then go over to Amanda Nunes, who said that she has always trained with bigger fighters and that 145 is her original weight class, which is true. Alexander Gustafsson then says that he doesn't care how he wins at 232, but feels great. Had a couple of friends and family that were impacted by the 232 move. Jones says that he's hearing or he's learning as he is going as far as the illegal substances go and calls the situation funny. Jones says Gustafsson is using the illegal substances as an excuse for the loss in the first fight, and then says that his balls are bigger than Gustafsson's. Interesting. Gustafsson replies by saying that he feels for the fans and the fighters and has no choice but to work with USADA. Dana White says the experts are telling the UFC the illegal substance in Jones' body wasn't a new substance, and tells Ariel Helwani to speak to Jeff Nowitzki if he has questions about that. Jones says that he'll be vindicated through science and passed the polygraph test. Says he's being judged by people who haven't opened a chemistry book since high school. I don't know how many people have opened up a chemistry book since high school. Not exactly something that people do to pass the time and also follow MMA. Jones would later call himself a guinea pig with the whole situation and says the whole show could have been canceled if it didn't get moved, despite the fact that they have a women's title super fight as the co-main event. Dana White says moving UFC 232 may have cost the UFC $6 million. And when asked about the increase in taxes from 0% to 10%, he was like, it is what it is. Everybody loses money. White says that Jones Gustafsson could have been moved to any event, but still made the fight happen in California this weekend. And said that the conversation about the illegal substance would have happened no matter when the fight happens. Jones tells a journalist asking a steroid question to sit down and says that she sucks. Says that he has the opportunity to prove that he's better than Gustafsson no matter the circumstances, and that he's still mad that such a small amount of an illegal substance was mentioned heading into the bout. He thinks that he'll be back on the track for GOAT status after beating Gustafsson for a second time, and says that he won't be coming after USADA due to this situation. Amanda Nunes says UFC 200 changed everything for her and has made her ready for everything, but the fight isn't personal. Cyborg agrees, says that she doesn't care who the favorite is in any of her fights. Dana White says that this is a fight that needed to happen, Cyborg and Nunes. Perfect timing led to it, and it's the biggest women's fight in UFC history, with the winner becoming the baddest woman on the planet. Jones says that he has picked a great walkout song for UFC 232, not one that mocking fans recommended to him. And Amanda Nunes says she'll talk about her fighting future, what weight division she'll compete at after UFC 232. Remember, UFC 232 coverage, FightfulMMA.com. Follow me at Ross Sapp. Follow us at Fightful MMA. We're out.